What's up, my fragrance aficionados? It's your boy J-Rock. Today I'm gonna be hitting you with another raw, uncut, and uncensored fragrance review. We're gonna be reviewing something from the house of Christian Dior. Now this is can you read it there? Bois Dargent, something like that. You can read it yourself right there. I'm illiterate, guys. So now this is the packaging. It comes in this white box. It's very practical. Just basic white. It holds the bottle in place very nicely. It has this extra padding here, as you can see. Keeps it from moving around. Now the top doesn't have that. It's can you see it's kind of hollow? Only the bottom part has that, but it's fine. And these are a killer deal, man. I think you get this big 250 mil for about 300. I want to say it was 300, 325 for a 250 mil, which for the amount of juice you get, I believe that's a great price. And yeah, there's the presentation. It's kind of like the Dior Sauvage bottle, just a different color. It's clear. The Sauvage one is like a blue, a dark blue, midnight blue type of color. Same top. Has the Christian Dior logo up here. It's magnetic. The sprayer is pretty good. I like the sprayer on it. Sprayer also has the CD on the top. I don't see a batch number on the bottom. But yeah, this is the bottle. Once you've seen one, you've seen them all. They're like their more expensive private line, I believe. So yeah, the presentation, as far as the bottle goes, I'm gonna give it a 8. It's simplistic yet elegant, and sometimes less is more. Chanel does a similar thing, except their bottles are square instead of round. But they're kind of simplistic yet elegant. They don't try to get too fancy. Sometimes when you try to do too much, it even comes off youthful and tacky. And this is especially at these prices and this bottle design, that's more simplistic. They're telling you that's not their target audience. It's not someone more youthful with a little bit of money. That's not their audience. It's somebody with a little more cachet, and the fragrances themselves are a little bit more elegant. Someone that's can afford to drop a little extra on this stuff. So as far as the presentation, like I said, I give it an 8. The price, like I was talking about earlier, it's when you buy these big bottles, they're priced, I think, very accordingly. They're like actually a killer deal. When you buy the small bottles, it's a little different because when you buy the 100 ml bottles, I believe it's like, don't quote me on this, I didn't check it right now, but I remember being somewhere around 200 for 100 mils or for 120 mils, something like that, which is, it's okay. It's not the greatest, and that's the online price. I don't know how the prices on the stores. I haven't actually gone to the store to check these out. But then these big bottles of 250 mils are about 300 for 250 mils. So 250 mils big bottle like this for 300 bucks, I think it's a great deal. The price is a 10. Now when you buy the smaller bottle, you get less than half the juice for 50 bucks less or whatever. Then the price isn't so great. It's always with these, it's always worth paying the extra to get twice as much juice, in my opinion. Now, last but not least, let's get into the scent itself. This was made by perfumer Annick Menardo, which I have a few fragrances from this perfumer now, and I correct me if I'm wrong. I believe I think it's a woman, but I really like what she's doing. I'm becoming a fan, and this is another one that didn't let down. I was highly pleased with it. I forget who. Somebody sent me a decan. I was digging it. I liked it, and enough to where now I'm holding the bottle in my hand, right? I get decants and samples and stuff sometimes, and I forget to give people shout outs because I don't do a video every day, and then I don't talk about it immediately because I like to try them a few times before before I can form an opinion. I'm not like immediately the day I get it, I'm gonna do a review on it. That ain't me, that's out. So I like to take my time with my stuff. And this is some good juice. This is fire right here. Um, it's like when it opens up, it's a kind of powdery honey. It's very sweet, powdery honey, but it's also very clean. I get like a clean woodsy smell with along with that honey. They play together real well. I really like what they're doing here. And I don't have any. I think I have one or two more honey fragrances. I have to look through my box of stuff. I forget sometimes what I even have. But this is well done. This is very well done. I'm totally happy with this for the price I got it, the price they charge for it, the performance and stuff. I mean, the performance I guess can be better, but I have no issue with it. I'm totally happy with it, and it goes through a little bit of changes once you get further into the dry down. The honey becomes kind of more syrupy than powdery, but I like the honey here. It's kind of weird because I would assume the honey would be syrupy at first, and then as it wearing down and it's fading away over time, over the use, it would go powdery. But this is actually backwards. It's powdery, then it goes syrupy, which that was kind of crazy to me. I believe this has, I believe it has vanilla. So I'm thinking that vanilla towards the dry down, because once you're about 4 hours in, that's when it stops going through. It starts going through a transition of powdery to syrupy, and I think they said it has vanilla in the dry down. So that might be what's giving it that syrupy texture at the end. And it might even add to that sweetness, because I was just assuming the sweetness comes from that honey, but it towards the end that vanilla might help out with that sweetness. So yeah, I really like what they did here. I have to mess with it a little more, but from what I'm getting, it goes through slight changes, nothing major. But it's a fragrance that's fun. Um, I wouldn't say there's something to be taken serious. It's not a scent that's like a boss fragrance. That's like someone that's a CEO somewhere. It doesn't give off that vibe to me. It gives off a fun vibe, kind of sweet. I would even say kind of sexy. And I would say this could be a signature scent. Like me, I live here in California, where the weather doesn't change much for the most part. There's no really a winter here. It's usually just summer all year round. And this here would work for fall, winter, spring. Summer here can sometimes get a little extra hot, so that I can see this getting coined during summer. I think this is perfect around 70-degree weather. I think this would really shine in that environment. Here is usually 70s and 80s, usually more 80s than 70s. But this is for my environment, the climate I live in, this can easily be a signature scent. I highly enjoy it. I feel I really got my money's worth. This is a purchase. When I got this, wore it a few times, I felt real happy where my money went. I felt it was well spent. So yeah, this scent, I'm gonna give this scent like I'm almost tempted to give it a 10. I'm between 10 and 9.5. I'm thinking I'll go in the middle, 9.75. It's really good. This is a work of art right here, guys. This is something at the price might just because a little bit on more expensive. Maybe not everybody can buy it, but if you can get your hands on a decan or something, this is something everybody should at least try. I would say there's something everybody should have. I think it has a mass appeal factor to it. You will get compliments with it. It's not something that people, unless you don't like honey, I don't see it being something that people will be turned off by. Maybe not everybody will love it, but I think it's a fragrance everybody will like. So yeah, guys, that's I don't know if there's anything else really to say about this. Now, overall score, I personally think that it's priced very accordingly for what it is. And performance, some people have issues with the performance. They say the old formulation was a lot better, a lot stronger. It lasted 12 hours. So I could see if it used to last 12 hours and now you're getting 6, I could see why they'd be disappointed. So for those reasons that it sucks about the price, because I really wish that it could be. I really wish everybody would have one of these. That everybody would try it. I think it's one of those type of scents. So for those reasons, that's gonna stop me from giving it a 10 overall score. So I'm gonna give it a 9.5 overall. It's still up there for me. It's still up there. Like I said, everybody should try to sample it if they see it at a store or something. Check it out. You know, give it a go. And I guess that's all I got for you guys today. If you want to follow me on the rest of my social medias, in the description down below will be the links to my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and so forth. Other than that, hopefully you hit that subscribe button and check out my next video. See you guys out next time.